Boom, 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 boom. And I say good morning to you. What's going on? It is early. It's Ope. I'm 500 feet above the streets of New York City, and I am tired. What's up, Joseph Lewis? You are first on the whole damn thing. You got Debbie up there in Boston. Ted Palawada. How are you, Ted? Who else we got rolling into the room? Who else? How are you, GH? I'm really tired. We'll get into it in a second, but I want to say hi to a few more people. Vincent Scaramuzzo, how are you? You got the RJ Hinners. Morning, GH. Quiet day. At the office today. Want to grab lunch downtown? Oh my goodness! Today will be very, very interesting. The energy in Manhattan, you could just feel it, even 500 feet above the streets of New York City. How are you, GH? What's up, Lisa Connor? Who else we got? We got Ross. What's up, Ross? I see him on a regular basis now. What's up, Sean McGill? You got the Bulls dip, I think. I hope I pronounced that properly. Go to work. Why should I go to work? Isn't it everyone's dream not to have to work, really? Even though I think I put in more hours now than I have in many, many years. Oh my goodness. Hi, Jose. How are you? World Wide Web Wizard. What's up? How are you? Tom Taylor. A couple more here. Donald, how are you? Here comes the heat. Watch out. Ron O'Neill's Coke drip. What the hell does that mean? MSO, always a pleasure to see you, my friend. Hugo, you got Eric. Good morning, Ope. Cheers to you and the squad. Yes, the squad. Join our private Facebook group. I think we lost a member yesterday. We're trying to grow this thing, not lose a member. Always like around the first of the month, we lose a couple people because they're like, oh, that's right, I gotta re-up this thing. So just click subscribe on my Facebook page. Opie Radio fans, thank you very much. Leslie, of course, Nick Umrichin. We got Kevin, the Sci-Fi, Greg Shells, Opie, what's going on? Marcos, how are you? Hi, it's Mandy from Melbourne, Australia. God, we get our Australian people. I like that. What time is it? It's got to be, one of the when you live stream and podcast, you got like revenue streams all over the place. They trickle in a little here, a little there. And actually, my podcast is hosted by a company out of Australia. So every time I have an issue, I got to I think I got to wake up at 3 a.m. or something like that to get to the end of their workday so I can work out an issue every once in a while. I think that's how it works. I don't know. I hope Facebook is cutting some checks because they have been rolling the commercials hard. Man, I make some shekels. Not much, really. It's all about the super chats and the stars. That's the whole world now, where you go right to the people. And, if they like what they see, they give you a few shekels, a few superstars, a few super chats and a few stars. Sorry, I am really tired. But I did not want to blow you people off. Opie, have you ever crossed paths with Phil Selman? I don't know who Phil Selman is, sir. Sorry about that. Alex is best friends with Alex Stein now. That's why I'm tired. And with that, we start the morning with a cheers. Cheers, everybody. Oh, you haven't seen this yet? I've been showing this off. Brand new coffee mug at opieradio.com. The cheers mug. We only made 100. Sales slow down a little bit, but we have sold over 50 out of the 100. So the reason I'm tired, we did a lovely live stream yesterday morning. It was nice and easy, nice and fun. And then I got the kids ready for school, and I walked Doggy, and he had explosive diarrhea that was dripping down his leg. And then other dogs wanted to play with him, and I'm like, I wouldn't do that if I was you. And then I had to bring him home and hose him down finally getting breakfast, edited a few videos, and then I'm laying around. I'm watching the Trump get on his version of Air Force One. And I'm like, you know what? You're not doing anything. Why don't you go to Trump Tower and check out the action? So I fired up a live stream on YouTube. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'll tell you why. TikTok has great live streaming technology. It's absolutely unbelievable. But I don't make any money off the TikTok, and I also know they're going to ban TikTok. It's pretty obvious. So I don't want to build my TikTok too much, knowing they're going to take the whole damn thing away from me. And we've had success lately with the YouTube super chats. So I'm like, you know what? If I walk to Trump Tower, fool around a little bit, I can maybe I'll make enough money for takeout tonight. That's really what I was thinking. The one issue, I don't know if it's my phone. I got to get with maybe Ben or somebody else, but the video quality was good, but the video itself was very laggy. So I got to work on that. And then I also realized that maybe you could see it on camera. My lens, that top lens, it's glary right now, is really cracked. It's really cracked. So, but I would say it was a success for the first live stream on the streets of New York using YouTube. I just got to tweak it and figure it out a little more. So, so I walked from here. It's not a short walk. It's a good 20 to 30 minute walk from here to Trump Tower, where Trump is right this second. So we were fooling around on the way. We got there. A lot of observations, man. There were so much media outside Trump Tower yesterday. It was crazy. They were down the side streets. Then they had like a JV area, meaning the lower level media companies, and then you had the big dogs. They had their own block. Think CNN, think CNN, MSNBC, Fox, and the rest. And they had like the prime shot looking at Trump Tower. And then, the first observation I noticed just looking at the NYPD and how they had everything shut down, I'm like, oh, man, no one is getting the money shot. I even said it early on my live stream. No one's getting the money shot because they had a side street completely blocked. So I'm like, and it was the only street in the area that they weren't allowing cars through. I'm like, okay, he's obviously going to pull up to his building on a side street and go in kind of a side entrance. I think he was going to go in the stormy door, back door. Wait, no, how would that line go? The stormy back door. That was the line. Cheers. I think he went into the stormy back door entrance. Oh, man, that was the line. Whatever. But like Fifth Avenue, they had traffic flowing and all the people were out. I was very, very surprised that there weren't a lot of protesters at all. There might have been. First of all, there were pro-Trump people about a block away. They didn't let anybody actually in front of Trump Tower, unless you worked there or lived there. But the pro-Trump people, man, I mean, I was in that area. So I'll get into that in a little bit. I'll get into that in a little bit. There could have been more than, I don't want to, maybe 50 people, but I don't even think it was 50. And then the anti-Trump people were non-existent. I didn't see any of them. I literally didn't see one person. Oh, no, I saw one or two. But I was expecting, Trump wanted everybody to pretty much riot on his behalf. He was yelling and screaming for protests. This is an outrage. You got to hit the streets. And they were preparing for a lot of people on both sides, the anti and the pro, possibly going at it a little bit. Although these days they separate the two two sides. Back in the day, man, you could get right in someone's face. You got your sign and your bullhorn, and you could get right in someone's face that is against you. But nowadays, you know, all right, you guys go over here, you guys go over there. So that was the first observation, though. I didn't see any, not a lot of not a lot of pro-Trump people at all. What I saw was a lot of looky-loos, I call them. People like myself that just went there to check out the action and maybe get the money shot. If you stayed on 56th Street, you might have got a shot. Yeah, I could have done that. You know, that's not you know what, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. If I would have went 56th Street, he pulled in on 56th Street, right? And that's the side of the Trump Tower at that point. Yeah, if I went more east on 56th Street, away from the action, because they can't shut down the entire city, I definitely would have got a spot to at least see the motorcade coming through. You're not wrong, but I kind of got distracted by somebody named Alex Stein. But it was just a ton of people that were just out of curiosity wanted to check it out. They weren't there for Trump. They weren't there for against Trump. They just were there to check it out. It was like a New York moment in a way, you know. But it was the energy was really exciting. It was fun. I was messing with news crews and people and just having a really good time. A really good time. There were helicopters in the sky. At one point, they had like 4 helicopters that just simply weren't moving. I mean, that's just an amazing sight when they're just still in the air like that, all around Trump Tower where Trump lives. So then minding my own business, and then I hear someone actually got recognized a lot yesterday. I mean, we don't really talk about that much on the live stream, but I got recognized a lot. And then I didn't get recognized a bunch. I'm a huge supporter of the NYPD. You know, that's a lib talking point. So I gotta make sure people understand, me being a lib, that I'm a huge supporter of the NYPD. For real, I am. And I know a bunch of the guys. A few said hi. My buddy Mike Safa, who used to work on the Opie radio podcast. I mean, he still technically does. We just haven't done a lot of stuff outside my house or whatever. But he basically gave the heads up to a couple of his buddies that were on site, and they came up to me and they're like, Mike said to make sure we watch out for you, because Mike knows. But I was pretty behaved. But I was like weaving in and out. I was trying to get really close to the Trump Tower, and if you got into the protest area, that was pretty much the closest you could get. So I was trying to get in there, and they asked for F that, talk about Anthony. Why would I talk about Anthony? Oh, gosh. God, you're just ruining my vibe. Let me put you in timeout. You're in timeout. Welsh Salty. Serpico cleaned up the evil NYPD. Welsh Salty, thank you once again for the super chats yesterday. I greatly appreciate it. So I was trying to get into some areas that were locked down pretty good, and there were NYPD there, and they were young guys. They even said, we're just scrubs, and they wouldn't let me in. They're like, do you have a press pass? I'm like, no. And the old days, if I said I'm Opie from Opie and Anthony, they would just open the gates. I mean, I'm just telling you the truth. So they wouldn't let me in regular. So I go, do you know Opie and Anthony? Twice on camera and once off camera. So 3 total times the NYPD officers said no. And I'm like, oh my God, this is the reality. And I'm like, how old are you? One guy was 30, the other guy was 27, and the third guy was probably in that same age range, and they don't know who Opie and Anthony is. I'm like, holy crap, we've been off the air a long time. You're more than welcome. Thank you for letting us experience it. Yeah, Welsh, but I'm kind of bummed that the video was laggy. I came back home. I was excited because there's a lot of really good individual videos to make out of that, but with the lag video, I don't know. I think I might just might blow off making separate videos. So then I'm standing there minding my own business, and I hear Opie. Got a southern accent, a bit high pitched, lots of energy. And I look up, and it's prime time Alex Stein, who's really entertaining. I would say he's hardcore, right? And he likes to troll the media, which I love. He actually got shut down yesterday. He was interrupting CNN's coverage. We talked about that. And it turns out, just a little backstory, that primetime Alex Stein has been trying to get me on his show for a very long time. Matter of fact, I didn't realize how long until I started posting some stuff yesterday. And I checked out his Instagram, and I noticed that over a year ago, he was asking me to go on his show, and that he was a massive O&A fan. Oh, boy, is he a massive O&A fan. He came with so much energy. And because he screamed Opie, all of a sudden, everyone turned around. And now I am getting recognized like crazy, because I go incognito when I'm kind of wandering the streets. I tried to a little bit. But because he yelled my name, people are like, Opie, and they turned around. Now people are taking pictures of me. Now they're taking pictures of him. He's pretty fucking famous. Everyone was like recognizing him big time. And then we palled around for the rest of the time at Trump Tower. And he was entertaining as all hell. We talked some politics. He ran me over a little bit. I wasn't ready for my abortion debate with Alex. He's like, dude, when it comes to comedy, I will back away. But when it comes to politics, you're going to get your ass kicked. Is basically what he said. And I wasn't prepared for the discussion. I was trying to stick up for you ladies. I was trying to stick up for the ladies. And then I demanded that he come up with lib talking points so I could prove right to his face, not that he was questioning it, that I'm not a lib. I'm like, it's something that I have to deal with all the time. So give me the talking points, and I'll tell you how I feel. And then, of course, he picks the two that I do support. One is the women's right to choose what to do with her own damn body, and then he hit me with the second one. So I was like, 0 for 2. Oh, guns, I think. Then I was 0 for 2. It's like, I'm just trying to tell you that I think there's a major gun problem in America. But, Alex, I go, but it's too late to do anything about it. But like that, you coming out more on the scene. You're not a bad-looking guy. You should show your face more. I show my face every morning. Well, I show the tired version of it when it's still puffy. Yeah, man, I was looking good yesterday. I was looking good. Yeah, I don't know why I'm out there more. It's just happening very organically, but it's exhausting. Vincent Scaramuzzo, he's a big cheerleader. He's like, oh, why don't you do more? And I thought about you this morning, Vincent Scaramuzzo, when I woke up exhausted. I'm like, this is why I don't do more. It's a lot of work. But with that said, like, I don't know, like organically, I talked to Bubba the Love Sponge recently, Radio Gunk from the Howard Stern podcast. I talked to the Vegetables, and now I've talked to primetime Alex Stein. But I ran into him. It was just a coincidence yesterday. Wanting to control the border makes you a moderate. Okay, then I that's exactly how I feel. I think we got to we got to control the border. Way more than we do. Of course we need to do that. All right. You want to see me meeting Alex Stein? Oh, I got a super chat. Thank you very much. A few bucks doesn't hurt the kid. Got up early for you people. So thank you very much on that. Thoughts on Anthony's video game stream. I didn't click on it. Everyone's sending it to me, but just remember this. When you want to ask the question, why don't you two just get back together? Oh, I don't know, because he spends his nights playing video games, yelling and screaming the N-word and other words. He's out of his mind. I don't know what's going on with that guy, but he's out of his mind. Cheers to that. Cheers to being out of your mind. Some of the greats in comedy and in entertainment have been out of their minds. So cheers on that. Oh, there you go. Yes. Yes. All right, let me play a video for you. It's quick. It's quick. I like this one, actually. So, yeah, like I said, I met primetime Alex Stein. He's a really big deal. And here's just a quick 40 seconds of our interaction yesterday. And we'll talk about it on the other side.
Opie.
What's up, bro?
Opie, I'm Alex Stein. I'm the guy that's making you do my show. They want to flip up with Opie.
Oh,
I'm with
Alex.
Opie. Oh my God, I gotta get this.
No, you ain't taking my picture, Alex.
I'm with secret Trump supporter Greg Hughes. Put on your MAGA hat. Here, can you see your hat? Okay, let me see. Look. I'm with Greg Hughes in his MAGA hat. Let's go, MAGA.
All right, bro. Now that I met you, I'm gonna do your show.
Yeah, dude. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. I'm a diehard fan. Legit.
What did you like about the O&A show the best?
Well, of the O&A.
He got me. I got him. What do you like about the O&A show best? Goodbye, Alex. And that's how our interaction yesterday ended. And then people were like, weren't you bothered when he put a MAGA hat on you? Look, I'm not a fan of Trump. I started out as kind of a fan of Trump. I liked how he was like really going after the establishment down there in Washington. And then, then my support waned. And I certainly am not a supporter of Trump. So people know that. And they're like, were you mad when they threw a MAGA hat on you? I'm like, no, it was hilarious. And there were a couple print media down there taking pictures of that. I'm like, oh my God. I'm kind of praying that it shows up somewhere. That'll be hilarious. Well, it did show up somewhere. What are you talking about? In this day and age, you don't have to wait for the stupid newspapers to put it somewhere. It's already all over the internet. Everyone was laughing about that picture and that video last night. So, but no, man, make Greg great again. But no, man, I'm not. Why would I be mad that Alex did that? It was hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious. And that's when we got into the into the corral where all the pro-Trump people were. And next thing you know, I'm just hanging out with pro-Trump people. And I was behaving, man. I was just sitting there like a good boy, just behaving. I'm like, how am I in the middle of Trump supporters now? They all have their MAGA hats on. It was awesome. I had a really good time yesterday. Alex Stein made it a lot of fun, but I am tired. I live streamed for, I don't know, like 2 hours. And then I had to walk home another half hour. So I was dead on my feet yesterday. Opie went to another place when Alex touched his hat. I really did it. People were like, you could see how mad he got right away. And then someone, like I said, it's a theme. I almost want a coffee cup that just says, you're trying too hard. Obviously, Opie was so pissed because the video ends right there. It wasn't even my video. It was the bit. He filmed it, and that was it. Welsh Salty coming out of nowhere. Welsh Salty, I should say. $1.49 super sticker. Thank you, Welsh. Thank you very much. I think I'm going to make $5 to turn this on this morning. Thank you very much. Maybe we'll do a proper one later today because I'm really, really tired. But that was so much fun yesterday. Love you, Hope. Good show yesterday. Thank you, Vince. I appreciate it. Show prep alert. Yeah, we're trying to show prep a little more there, Vincent. I remember going to the city on a field trip and was listening to your show on my Walkman, and I saw this sex bus going through. Oh, my God. Did you really? That was, wow. Man, I might have to write a book. I got a lot of pages written because that was the Voyeur bus, and the Voyeur bus ended up on the Clinton route. And the city was extremely mad at us. And Rudy Giuliani, the normal Rudy Giuliani, I don't think he was ever normal now that I think about it, but he was way more normal back then than he is today. Just think hair that's not dripping brown. We got a better version of him back in the day, and he had a press conference and he called us stupid. Man, I got so many stories. Like, I got to put them in a book. I almost don't even want to talk about all the drama. I got 3 books in me, but books have gone away. My bookstore way out east, it's tiny, and the books are like $30, $40. I'm like, I ain't paying $30 or $40 for a stupid book. But I got 3 books in me for real. I got my upbringing, which was insane. The stories are really funny and crazy. So I wanna write a book where it ends. Well, man, no, I mean, I got a lot of really good radio stories before I even started working with Anthony, but maybe the first book ends with me meeting Anthony. Maybe that's how it goes. So you get a little taste of some radio stories, a little taste. And then the second book would have to just be the stories of O&A. Yeah. And then maybe the third would be the drama. Maybe it's a trilogy. Hell yeah. Trilogy. Cheers. But the Voyeur bus was unbelievable. Welsh is the only one giving money today. Thank you, Welsh. I appreciate you. I really do. Everyone follow Welsh Salty on the YouTube. I don't know what she does with her YouTube channel. I'm certainly gonna click on it though. Yeah, the Voyeur bus was this thing where these girls would just roll around in a bus, and I believe they were topless because it was like legal or something. And I forgot at this point what they were promoting. But we took over the Voyeur bus, the Opie and Anthony show, and Lewis Black was on there, and Jim Norton, and it was a spectacle. And we're broadcasting live from the bus. Me and Anthony are back in the studio, and we took over. I'm no joke. We took over Manhattan for the afternoon. I mean, that was the first time we took over Manhattan for the afternoon. But we would announce like, all right, now it's going down Fifth Avenue, and people would run out of their jobs. We had a massive audience. Like, just to give you a little perspective, yesterday, if yesterday was, I mean, I really got to like push it. Maybe 7-8 years ago, I would have had a real tough time live streaming in front of Trump Tower because I would have got bothered so much. And time takes away fame from everybody, so it's a lot less. But back in the day, we had a massive audience. Dub, thanks for the $2. It's trickling in today, but I'll take it. Thanks, Dub. So we would announce the bus is going down Fifth Avenue. The Voyeur bus, like they had giant windows, like the whole top was just glass. Think like a tour bus. And they got stripper poles in there and music and a light show. And we would announce it's going down Fifth Avenue. Everyone would run out of their offices to check out the Voyeur bus. It was crazy. We were blocking traffic. And then do you shave your armpits, Ryan? Oh God, yeah. Once a year though. I don't keep them smooth, but right around now, I'll start taking my shirt off a little bit at the beach here and there, and I'll just see like hair like coming forward like this, and I shave it all the way down, and that's it though. I call it the summer shave down because my hair is stupid. I got stupid hair. My chest hair, if I don't trim it up, would be this long. It just keeps growing. I don't understand those guys that have like perfect chest hair and it hasn't grown in like a decade. Mine just continues to grow. So I do what's called the summer shave down once a year just to keep everything, I don't know, manageable. Maybe you could come up with a better word for that because I didn't have it. So the Voyeur bus were taking over the city, just taking it over. And for whatever reason, they made I don't even know how they did it because there were barricades all over the place. And next thing you know, the Voyeur bus was on a road all by themselves. I don't know how they did it, but they did. And the road was shut down. You know how hard it is to shut down a road in Manhattan? They only do it for like presidents, basically. And it's just tooling down this road by itself. People are on the sidewalks because they're waiting for something else, and that would be Clinton's motorcade. And they're just pretty much clueless. Girls are topless. People are taking pictures. They're on the road by themselves. Next thing you know, they get, I don't know, a couple blocks up the road, and all hell breaks loose. The whole NYPD, it seemed like, stopped the bus. And it was guys. This is the scary thing about the NYPD. You got the regular officers, and then you start seeing NYPD guys that look like they're from a Star Wars movie. They got shit on them. You're like, wow, that guy is important. And a whole bunch of those guys start piling out of vans and cars, and they were not having it because we made them look bad by accident, which sucks because we love the NYPD, or certainly back in the day. No, I love them to this day, but you know what I mean, for the story. And they arrested, I mean, everybody. And then I remember, here's a good moment. Opie Radio for the win. New clips added. Thank you, W-Man. W-Man helps me take the live streams and cut up individual videos. He's really helping out a lot. That means I don't have to edit as much. So thank you to W-Man up there in Indiana. The old man throat is a little rough today. So here's a good moment. So then me and Anthony were like, oh, man, everyone got arrested. And we didn't get arrested because we were back at the station. I got coffee burps. I'm a mess. And we sat in our office for hours waiting for the guys to get out of jail. And Jim was in jail, and Louis Black and a few of the other guys, the girls. And at this point, Louis Black was a big fucking deal on Comedy Central and a really good friend of ours. He was a guy that never blew us off. He was a guy that, even though he was really, really famous, he was still doing whatever he could for our show. I'll never forget that about Louis. And he finally comes through the door. Into our office. And I immediately, I just threw myself at his feet. Like, I am so sorry. He was a big deal. He still is a big deal, but he was on Comedy Central and getting some really good airtime with his rants. And I'm like, I am so sorry. I'm like just pleading, please forgive me, that type of thing. And he looks at me, and I'll never forget. He goes, are you kidding me? This is great for my career. And he played off that for the next few years in the comedy clubs and whatnot. And he actually was not mad, even though he spent man, I don't know how many hours they spent. I feel like they might even have spent the night. I'm trying to remember. I think there might have been a point that we had to give up on them and go home for a little bit. I'm trying to remember the whole thing, but they weren't there just for a couple hours. Oh, I think what it was, I think it was a Friday. Okay, it's coming back to me. I think we were really worried that they would have to spend the whole weekend because it was a Friday. Yes, and they took him to the Tombs, which is legendary here in New York City. And then I think they got out really, really late Friday night, and they didn't have to spend the weekend. I think that's how the story goes. And Louis came through that office, and I'm begging for forgiveness. And he was like, "You kidding me? This is awesome." It's 7:00 already, man. Yeah, I went over this at Jar of Mayo. You're trying too hard, and whoever started this is the latest thing, by the way, guys, to get everyone up to speed. Hashtagged Opie and Anthony, even though you say you want nothing to do with Cumia and wish you could go back and change. Yes, a Jar of Mayo. The reason why I do this, do the hashtags, I love live stream and I love podcasting, but I'm trying to make some money. I'm not just doing this for the hell of it. I'm trying to make some pocket money. And the hashtags Opie, Anthony, Wow, Jocktober, O&A, Howard Stern, Opie and Anthony Cumia, Compound Media. They're worth a lot out there in the world. And if you have hashtags like that on your videos, then the O&A community will click on my stuff. You dummy! I love the people that try way too hard. Whoever started this dumb thing is stupid, because those two things could absolutely be okay. I really don't like Anthony. I have a lot of regrets, 100%. But also, Opie and Anthony is a massive brand, and I will take advantage of that when I can. Did you go to school? When did you drop out of school and lose all your logic? You dummy. Goodbye. Oh, my God. These people try so hard. Some idiot started that, and I guess that's a thing. And I'm like, how is that a thing? Just use your stupid brain. Both those things could be true. Yeah, I'm trying to move on from the Opie and Anthony stuff. And when I do talk about Opie and Anthony, I want to talk about it in a good light, like I just did with the Voyer bust. That is my goal as I try to move forward. But it's not easy at all. At all. But to avoid like the hashtag Opie and Anthony, that would be so stupid. I love how these people think, oh, he just turns. I'm trying to make a few bucks still. Mr. Tibbs, this is unbelievable. And oh, geez, thanks for the $11.99, Mr. Tibbs. I got to get the kids up, but it was Robert Spahn. He's one of our regulars, and it was right before March Madness, and he goes, "Oh, you're watching March Madness. Who do you like?" And I openly admitted, I go, man, Robert, I don't know college basketball as much as I used to, and I haven't watched college basketball at all this year. But I got to find the clip. But I want UConn to win, is what I said. And then I quickly said, and I don't know anything about UConn. They won the whole thing. Oh, my God, if I would have put money down. But they won the whole thing. And I didn't pick a bunch of teams. I said I want UConn to win it all. And I said it on the live stream, not knowing anything about them and their season. Mr. Tibbs, right on. I hope you made money off that. Oh, shit. A few. Oh, man. Super chats are coming in, and I gotta get the kids up. Let me throw some super chats on. Minash S., King of the Czars. Good morning. Yeah, the good morning dance. Oh, I got something for you. You got a moment? Just for you, Minash, because you said that. All right. And I got one other thing. Wait, let me get some coffee. All right, hold on. I'll be back. I'm a little excited right now because I want to show Minash something. And it's based on a video he just posted in the private Facebook group, Opie Radio Fans. If you click on subscribe on Opie Radio Fans, slow down, Ope. You can get to our private Facebook group. And Minash is a newer member from South Africa. We call him the King of the Czars, or I do. And he posted a really funny video, which I'll explain in a second, that I should have played on this. Maybe I'll play it tomorrow. All right, I got too much to do. I'll be right back. Give me a minute. Ow! All right. Stubbed my damn toe. All right. All right. Where were we? Okay. Calm down. Take another sip of coffee. Cheers. OpieRadio.com. yes, we're pushing merch nowadays, and I gotta show Minaj this in a second. All right. So Minaj took the good morning video that I posted, I mean, many years ago, but it still makes the rounds and does very, very good on my YouTube channel. But basically, the story goes, you know the story, but there's newbies every day. At the end of my Sirius XM run, I wasn't allowed in the building until Howard got safely in his area. Pissed me off that I started filming it on a regular basis. And then I posted the best one. And the rest is history. People love it. Absolutely love it. This Minaj took the video of me dancing with the vegetables from last Friday, that goofy back dance like this with my hands in the air. And he superimposed it in front of the glass as Howard's walking by. It's hilarious. And I forgot about it, Minaj, until this very moment. So I'm gonna pull that and I'll play it on the live stream for everybody tomorrow. And if you give me permission, I wanna post it on my stuff. With that said, Mason, who helps me with merch down there in Austin, Texas, he sent me this today. You can get yours at opieradio.com. Pew, pew, pew. So there you have it. And good to see you, Minaj, king of the czars. And thanks for the 70 czars. Man, I gotta, they're parroting. Oh, Anthony started that garbage with the hashtags. Oh, Christ. He should know better than anyone else. Or maybe he doesn't know business. I don't know. I'll say they just parrot whatever he says. So it came from him, really? All right, let me, Bowles dip $5. I respect that effort. Thank you, Bowles. I was tired, but I'm like, man, I can't blow off the people. We're on a good roll. We got to keep this going. Also, Finkelstein. Whoa, hey. Cardiff and Alex Stein are definitely great ads. Coffee on me. Oh, thank you, brother. I appreciate the $4.99. That's going to motivate me to turn this on tomorrow. I'm not going to lie to you. Let me see. I think there was one more super chat. I go right to the super chats if you okay, there is. Okay, I think I caught up with that. All right, why don't we start wrapping up? Also, by the way, I didn't even do a lot of time on it, and I should have. Maybe I turn it on later to talk about it further, because I really got to get going with the kids now. But it's Carl's birthday today. Carl Ruiz. He would have only been 45 or 46. That's it. He would have only been 45 or 46, and he's been gone 3.5 years. Today, I'm not going to lie to you. I kind of did this to kind of, help out my day, because not only is it Carl's birthday today, he would have been, like I said, 45 or 46, maybe 47. I think it's 46, whatever. Definitely in his 40s still, if he was still alive. And it's also the day that Vic Henley was rushed to the hospital. And then Vic lasted, I don't know, 2 days, something like that. So that's how weird it is that on Carl's birthday 3 years ago today, Vic Henley was rushed to the hospital with a major, major issue that he did not survive. And it happened on Carl's birthday, and they were roommates at the end of Carl's life. Carl finally got his own place for a few months, but Carl and Vic were actually roommates for a little bit because Carl needed a little help. And Vic was that type of guy, like, yeah, man, just don't touch my stuff. No, he was. And then Vic would come on the show and bring in stuff he was finding from Carl living there. One was like a cowboy boot spur. I got great memories with those guys. But today's kind of a tough day. I'm not going to lie to you. Let me see if I got a Carl thing really fast in honor of his birthday. Let's see what I can play. Oh, you know what? oldie but goodie, but I could play this again. Carl teaching me how to eat a hamburger. Why don't we do this in honor of Carl's birthday today? Oh, wait. Okay. Give me a sec.
Wait a second. Did you dip the burger?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm dipping the burger.
No, you put the ketchup on it. Why are you doing that hot? That's.
You said to put ketchup
I understand,
directly
but
on the
that's
burger.
so aggressive.
It's not aggressive.
Burger looks great though. By the way, you got it the right temperature. You did everything right today. Besides, leave the lettuce on it. Just get rid of it. They gave you the core of the red onion. Get it out.
And my onion has pink eye.
Get it all out.
Look at the shitty tomato.
That's not a tomato. Eat those on the side. Those are bread and butter pickles. They should be on the side.
Oh, I could save on the carbs.
No, what do you do? No.
Saving on the carbs.
You got to put the bread back on. Stop it. I'm sorry, dude. Fucking. I can't.
Happy birthday, Carl. Love you, miss you, brother.